Hey friends, Adam here. Welcome to another video. This is actually set 3 in round 1 of the Ultimate KO Challenge, and I still haven't figured this out. I have my buddy Trevor over here. Trevor, welcome again. Thank you for joining me again.
Thank you, Adam. Happy to be here.
Yep. Those more astute viewers may realize that since we're wearing the same shirts that we did in part 2, which I'll put a link to part 2 up here, that we may have recorded this right after we recorded part 2, but
giving away all the secrets of the society, that's going to cost you.
It'll be like the reality shows are like on next week's episode, and it's really like the next day.
Right? Yeah.
Goes to sleep, wakes up, we're like, well, last week we had to worry about this.
Yes.
But yeah, this is the Ultimate KO Challenge tournament. It is a 32-player tournament, single elimination, $265 entry fee. There's like over $3,000 for first place. I think we're doing a side pot, not a Calcutta in this one. I don't really remember. I just signed up for it. I'm playing in it. This is my first match against a fellow by the name of Jameson Bartz. First set went, spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear this, click off of this. No, don't click off, but maybe pause it and go watch it.
Go back and watch the first and the second sets. There you go.
Yeah, first set was a tie. Second set, I won 1-0. So I am guaranteed myself to go into the 6-ball shootout. Now, I would like to win this second set, or at least tie it, and then have me win the match 1 set to 2 ties, and then have me win the match outright and go forward. But I am terrified of the 6-ball shootout. I think I posted something on. In fact, shout out to Andy Coons from WPPS, which is the Wisconsin Pool Players Society group. He started this Facebook group 11 or 12 years ago when it's like 12,000 people now. Largest
super cool.
Like pool group in the Midwest. And he had these jerseys out there. As soon as I saw this, I got the Adam G logo on it. My last name on the back, which I can never see. So
yeah, just take your word for it. So
I tried to spin my chair really fast and then spin the other way real quick, but I passed out.
Not a good idea. No, not a good look. Yeah, and even though I'm in Texas now, I still am a part of WPPS and like to watch it to keep up with everything in the Wisconsin pool scene. So it's if you're not a member, go join up. It's worth your time.
Even if you're not in Wisconsin, I'm sure. And there's a big pool scene in Wisconsin, and it's thriving. Trevor used to live in Wisconsin. He has actually played on this stream before. It's the Outer Points production. Link is in the description. And let's head over to the table and get this kicked off and go into a tiny video mode. We are up in the corner. So Jameson is starting to break. It's alternate break throughout the set. So whoever won, oh boy, look at that. Whoever wins the last game of the set, the other person breaks. So I must have won the last game. Or I think it's whoever broke. No, it's not whoever won. It's alternate breaks. But
yeah, you don't releg between sets.
Correct. So. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. He's looking right now. The commentator is pointing out up here with these green circles are where the poker chips are for scoring. So if you notice that my scoreboard below, I am at -3 and Jameson's at 0. That is because for each 50 points in Fargo, I spot 1 game. And at the time, I think it was a 596 and he was a 443 is where, or 446 or whatever it is. Whatever the Fargos came out, I had to spot him 3 games. It's also a timed match. Unfortunately, the shot clock was not working for this. So what would happen is somebody in the booth would come out after every game and tell us how much time we had left. And then we had a person running a shot clock off his phone to somewhere over here on the table over there.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a 40, and for every 50, if for every game spotted, there's a 5 minutes added to the clock. So it was a 30-minute match if you are even Fargos. If not, in this case, it's a 45-minute match. I have to try to, it's called rundown format. I have to try to get more points than Jameson in 45 minutes.
And astute viewers might have noticed one of the idiosyncrasies, if you will, of the Ultimate Pool format rules in that Jameson scratched on the break, and you took ball in hand in the kitchen, but you shot a ball that was in the kitchen.
Yes. Good point.
So people might be screaming at their sets going, how is he still shooting? You can't do that.
Yeah.
In Ultimate Pool, you can.
there's a couple of different rules in Ultimate Pool. Fortunately, unfortunately, hooking yourself and not leaving yourself a shot and getting on the wrong position is part of all pools. So
right,
that's what I've done here.
Ultimate pool rules don't exclude that. So
yeah, 8-ball is spotted on the spot for this, so the bracket is pushed up. It changes all the angles of where balls go, and you can't use jump cues. There is no jumping at all. That rule about if you scratch on the break, it has to be played in the kitchen, but you don't have to shoot out of the kitchen like in Bar League. And there's also, if you jump it off the table, it is ball in hand anywhere.
You're right. Yep,
any fouls there's all ball fouls. So if you touch any ball on the table, it's no longer the opponent can put it back. It is a ball in hand foul at that point. I got myself in trouble here, so I'm trying to play safe. And I almost got there. I wanted to leave him right under the 9, but as it is, I didn't leave him great.
No, and you have locked the 10 up.
But I have screwed this up for myself, and all he has to do is something.
Yeah, he just took advantage of the fact that, like, you are nowheresville. So that was that was a smart play. A little above, as we commented, a little thinking above his 440. Most under 500 guys would have tried to put together some kind of a run out there, being worried about leaving that many balls on the table yet. So it was a good decision, I think, on his part.
Yeah, I was trying to break the 1 out. I was hoping it'll go off the 8 this way, and then the cue ball comes back into place. So at least I have a ball out of this mess. Instead, I left a couple shots here. He could take this. What is he? Is he playing the 15, I think? Oh, no, he's just playing safe again.
Yeah, I like that decision again.
I might have played the 14 just because if you miss, you have natural position to get over here for something, but you also, there's no way for me to make anything from there. But it still works. It's not like I'm running out from here. No. Another rule in Ultimate Pool is you cannot play an intentional foul. You have to make an attempt to play one of your balls. You can play safe, like I just tried to do there. I just played the 1 over and tried to leave the cue ball on the end rail, as we talked about a little bit in set 2. I didn't get anywhere near as good of a safety. But now he's going after this 14 ball, which is weird because if he misses, he leaves the 1, but his pocketing is really good. It must be the eyesight because my eyes don't see that well.
No. And that's not an easy shot up that rail, and he dead center pocket. So he's put himself in pretty good position here. I don't like this. I get that he's got a good angle, but again, you're leaving some orphans at the top of the table.
But if you do that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's
what I would like to see him do. If you notice, he put his hand down here and then kind of slid it forward. I'd like to see him work on more of a solid bridge placement and step into the shot.
Yes. Yep. That's a good point. Good tip.
But at 19 years old playing like this,
hard to fault a whole lot. That's for sure.
Right. He's in a little trouble here because he's really straight on the 12. So I think he's taking the 13 actually, and just drains it. He's going to get about the same angle on the 12. No, you know what? Now he's good.
Did he, or did he get a little funny?
The one was a little funny, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you just do that.
Wow. Or you play. Good Lord.
No, I'm sure he was trying to just get past the 1. He wasn't. I don't think he was shooting this gap, but it worked.
Yeah, he got there. That's whether he was or not. He got there.
And
he was worried about having an entirely wrong angle on the 8-ball there.
Right. But look what he left me.
Into doink that into the rail. But yeah, he left
1 does not go here. Oh, that was a pretty straight line. Shout out to my buddy Sam, who always makes fun of me for drawing straight lines. Sam, look at this. I'm going to keep that on the screen the whole match. No, maybe I won't. I need to find a whiteboard for OBS that can draw straight lines.
Yeah, snap 2 lines or something.
Yeah. So I tried to leave him straight where he was completely snookered. As it is, I didn't leave him. If he wants to go at this bank and he makes it, congratulations. I just give him a nod and that's it.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of good things. I like the thought process there was good. There's a lot of good things that could come out. You had a pretty wide landing area where you leave him awful tough, and this is probably the worst of it that you could get out of it. So
yeah, I think if I left him the gap here, it would have been worse than leaving him here. But I think he's going to play safe again. Yep. And I mean, that's what do you do?
Pretty devastating.
I'm going to do almost the same shot. I'm going to use the 8. Yep. I'm going to try to leave the cue ball like here.
Yep, I see that. Yep, you roll him up against the rail and behind the 8. Yep.
But I got to watch out for the 1 because if I tag that 1 at all, it's a foul. Ball in hand foul. So again, I did almost the same thing. I think I don't know if I left him the edge of the 11, but
if he's feeling spicy, he kicks behind it for the other corner.
I think that's what he's doing. It looks like that's the angle. It's yeah.
Yep.
And he hit the correct side. I won't say the right side, but he hit the correct side of it that the cue ball went up table.
Up table. Yep.
This way, yeah. Now this looks weird because I don't know how to get from the 1 to the 2. I have to try to draw back here, I think.
You're awful straight here, so you have to draw back. So.
Oh, does this go?
Or you can. No, that doesn't go, does it?
I mean, that's not a very straight line, but it must go if I left it there. I would have never left this here.
Or otherwise, I was going to accuse you of dog stroking that and not drawing it back, but no, it goes.
It goes, okay. Then I did that on purpose.
Yep.
It's possible I dog stroked it. We saw in set 2 I did, at least once.
Yeah. But no, it went. So well done. This 8 ball in the side.
Yeah. That was huge because if I lose that, I'm 4 down, and that game took a while. It was like a 9-minute game.
Yes. Yeah. A little back and forth tug of war there. And yeah, with you starting that far in the hole, you can't afford to have long games at the beginning of a set, especially if you lose them.
I really like this break. Trying to see what I like better. I think I'm going to like stripes better because of this 4 and 6.
Yep.
But I don't think I have a shot.
Does the 15 not go past the 9?
Yeah, I don't think it does. I think I have this, which is the 12, which is ugly. Trying to make that here. Or the 14, which is probably even worse. Now, I know a guy who plays 1 pocket who would play safe here and play the 14 and the cue ball back up to the 9.
Yeah, so you were kind of forced into taking the solids here, which are it looks like you think the 4, you can make the 4 and sneak back to the 6 here. So.
I either picked up a really bad backache or the 4 goes because I'm hunched over looking at it. That worked out well.
Well done. No, that was a good roll. So now your only trick is the 5 ball, I think.
Right. But I think would you play the 1, 7, 5, 6?
That's what I was just looking at. You kind of ring around the rosy and 6 and then the 8.
Just punch that out. And like I mentioned in set 2, I did not want to baby anything in this. So a lot of times I'll play just a stop shot on that, but I'll leave the cue ball like here. I wanted to put a full stroke on that so I could get better. I kind of have a philosophy in pool. What am I looking at? Does that 6 go? Okay. Thought I was looking at taking the 6 and maybe trying to draw back, but I didn't like that. I like this better.
No.
Oh.
Yo. Okay. Flirting outer points positioning there again.
Yeah.
5 cents for Chris Green.
Yep. But Dale has to pay it, so it's not us paying it.
Right. Oh, you'll note here, big red jug. I am official Texan now. I end up with the Buc-ee's merch, so
nice.
I couldn't not. So
right. I've never been to one. I've heard of them, and I've seen pictures and videos, and I don't think they do justice.
No. When I walked into it, I went into the one in Amarillo, Texas. Wow, just even like the line of gas pumps is literally like half a mile long. It's crazy the amount of gas pumps that they have.
So does this 8 goes past the 10, right? Because why would I leave it there?
I would say if it doesn't, then I'm going to question your sanity, but I'm thinking it does.
I know we haven't known each other that long, but you should know better.
You question it anyways. Okay, fair.
It looks like I keep hunching down to look, but it looks like it goes, I guess. I would have never left myself this if it didn't go.
Right. Yeah, you would have punched through. So
played it a little bit to the right side of the pocket here, but yeah. So I'm only I'm catching up here. I'm only down 1.
Yep, that was a quick one. That was good to be quick. Good clock.
He almost
not management, but
yeah, he almost scratched again, but he left me a dry break. Now I remember this. I do not have a shot here.
I was going to say this looks like you're in kind of a weird spot.
I don't think I have the 5. I think I might have the 14, but there's nothing left after that unless I can get back to here. Because the 13, we're at a weird camera angle here. This is one of those. Dale must have got this camera on special, so he feels like he has to use it. I don't think the 9 goes past. I don't think the 13 goes past here. And there's no solid to shoot at. I don't think I can get to the 5. I think the 15 is blocking the 5.
Yep.
So I think
7 blocks the 10. Yeah, you're in kind of a weird spot here.
I kind of mentioned in the last game that I had a friend who I used to play, or that kind of a league player I used to play, who would play safes on open breaks all the time. He was a 1 pocket guy. And that's what I'm trying here. But I didn't do it. I wanted to leave him just like right there. And there's no shot at all, but it leaked out too much. I did tie the 2 up more, so now there's problems everywhere.
Yeah.
He's going to fire as it's 4 or the 9?
Yeah, wow. I mean, or
the 12.
Now it looks like the 12. I don't mind the 12. I thought if he had it, that would probably be the opening shot.
Oh, he didn't even play. But
he didn't have it.
He didn't have it, and he didn't hit a rail.
And he didn't hit a rail, yeah.
So this is a ball in hand for me. And
now that he messed up the 6-1, you definitely got to take stripes.
And especially if this 10 goes right away.
Yep.
Now, another rule in Ultimate Pool that didn't come up yet until now, you cannot do a dirty combo when the table's open. So you can't hit a stripe into a... So I had to watch out. If I would have tagged the 7 and made the 10 there, that would have actually been a ball in hand foul because I was calling stripes, even though it's slop, but I hit a solid first.
Yep.
Just little weird rules. Now here, I really like how these are set up.
Yeah, you just got to kind of choose how you want to pick the 13 and the 15 apart, but not really trouble.
Yeah, I think I can do it right here. Just take the 15 out. I wish you had a different camera angle here. Come on, Dale, hit the button.
Yep.
Because if I have enough room, I want to come out this way, but I don't know if I do. I may have to come out more straight across and play the 14 next, which is still fine.
Yep. Yeah, or you could come all the way out to mid-table and have the 9 if you wanted even.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this as much because I'm right on the... Although this isn't bad.
Yeah, you drug it nice, but I think you expected that to bounce a little more off the rail, and you hit it with pretty soft hands, so it didn't bounce as much as you were expecting.
I don't know why I don't take the 13. Do you see what I did?
Oh.
It's all ball follows here.
Yep.
And I tapped the 13 on my cue leading down to play the 9. I don't know why I didn't play the 13 there. I think I might have been worried about leaning over these 2 balls and maybe fouling, and by doing that, I just fouled anyway. So, and I caught it on myself because I don't think Dale or Chris or Jameson saw it. I don't think anyone saw that.
Yeah, that would have been near impossible for anybody at the table to capture Jameson sitting in his seat. So good on you for calling that on yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, I posted something today in WPPS, and I think you saw it, of normalize calling fouls on yourself because, like, even if we're playing for a decent amount of money, it's the spirit of the game, and it's. There was a.
I agree.
I can't remember what the commercial was for years ago, but it was like a high school basketball game, and the kid goes to the coach. He goes, "Coach, I touched it." It's like out of bounds or something like that. And the kids are like, "No, don't say that. We're gonna lose." And the coach is like, "No, good on you, kid." And it kind of always stuck with me.
Yep.
There are a lot of players who would never call that on themselves.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate.
You see that?
That took some chutzpah to soft roll that up the rail,
and didn't touch the rail at all.
Yeah, no, dead straight up the rail into the heart of the pocket. That was.
I think he realizes that. So each of the first, if you haven't seen the links, I'll put a link to the set one up here, or I did in the beginning, or something. There are. Look at this. There are a couple times where he starts out slow in each set. Like, I think I won the first 2 games in every set. Now, last set that I won the first 4 or 5. I think I won the first 5.
You won 5. Yep.
No, he came prepared because he had a bridgehead all set up.
Wow. And that looked like he's practiced with the bridge. That was a good, like he was comfortable with it, unlike most pool players, especially guys who play a lot on 7-footers.
Like, I could use lessons in bridging, using the bridge.
Yeah.
So he played great out here.
Perfect. Wow. Yeah, that's a really good out.
Yeah.
And he's dead straight on the 8-ball.
I don't know what kind of, is this the new Teom, the V2 or something, the pink?
Oh, yeah, probably is. Yep. So why is
he's running out the clock
up there? Oh, he's straight up clock managing.
And I think it's like there's a half an hour left in the video. Well, you know what? There's some stuff at the end that might come up, but there's at least 20 minutes, 25 minutes left in this match.
Yeah, that's a little early to be running down the clock, I think.
It is.
I mean, he's got to... Yeah, no, that's still early. No, I still think I would want
my turn to scratch on the break. Now, remember what we were talking about before with the rule off a scratch on the break where you have to put the cue ball.
Oh, yeah.
So, hang on, I'm going to pause this quick. What happened here? So we had a, I won't say his last name, Steve K, if you know who he is. Starts with K-I-L.
Yes. Yep, I know what you mean.
He was running the clock for us. He actually had a match after this in the same format, and he was nice enough to volunteer to run the shot clock for us.
Yep.
He has a soft voice, but it's deep, and it cut through really well. So when it came down to 10 seconds, he would say 10. And it wasn't very loud, but it cut through really well, and you could hear it. Well, at this point, I was just sitting in my chair, kind of like, I just scratched, blah, 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 trying to stay, focused and keep my mental game going. And he's like, timeout. We need to call timeout. But he wasn't saying it loud enough to be able to be heard over the regular hustle and bustle and music in the varsity club.
Yep.
And we waited until after he shot the first shot. And then he's like, he didn't have ball in hand. It should have been in the kitchen. So I'm going to hit play here and let this go on. And I didn't really know what to do. I'm like, well, just because he's keeping time doesn't mean he's a ref, right? Like, is he really a ref in this? Or
yeah.
So I didn't feel it was my place to really call that. I don't know what Dale was thinking if he was going to come out. I can't remember what he said on the broadcast, but I think somebody said it in the chat. But we let him shoot here. He didn't almost scratch. It looked like he was going to scratch. This particular camera angle on screen, this camera has some lag issues, and I think Dale knows about it, but they're like $1,000 cameras, so it's not his first priority to get this thing fixed. So some of the stuttering maybe because of the camera. He still has an issue with this 10 ball though. He has to get this out of here.
Yep, and this is where I know, having worked with Dale and heard a couple of the broadcasts, this is where Dale struggles a bit because though he's a tournament is the tournament director, he's not really a ref either. And so the guys in the booth try not to intervene as well unless it's some, pretty egregious situations. Now, taking incorrect ball in hand is egregious, especially if he runs this out on you. It's cost you the game.
Right. And it's funny because I'm in my chair going, well, don't worry about it. He's not going to get out. I'm feeling confident. Plus, he can't get the 10. There's no way he's getting the 10 out. And he played this shot. This is on this bouncy table. This is really hard to hold for the 10.
Yes.
And when I hit play here, watch what he does. He does exactly what I thought he was going to do. Just straight up and down the table, but he goes way too far.
Way too far.
And at this point, I'm like, well, cool. Whatever he does with the 10, if he gives me ball in hand, great. If he doesn't, great, because I'm just going to play safe until I can get that 6 out of there, until I can get the 1 out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, he's a 443 Fargo.
Does he seriously kick this into rails?
And
one? And breaks up the 8 ball? My word. Oh. What a shot.
And now he stalls because he's on. Now this I think I'm okay with because he's now up 2 games. He's going to go up a third here with it. He's not going to miss this 8. I hope not. Even if he just lets the cue ball fly, there's no way he can scratch with these 2 balls sitting here.
Yep.
So I'm okay with this. I think he took his extension right away, so we may be waiting here a little bit longer too.
Yeah, and it's hard to tell. The other thing I've seen people do for clock management is just spin the cue ball. Make this and put a bunch of right spin on it or something, and as long as the cue ball is spinning, the clock is still running. You can spin a ball for 10, 15 seconds.
And I think, I don't know if Dale's doing that with this. I think he stops it as soon as the 8 ball goes down.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw Tyler Steyer do that.
Yep.
So what happens now is Dale comes out. Hang on, let me pause this. Dale comes out and says, I didn't want to stop you during the middle of your play, but that wasn't ball in hand after the scratch and the break. It should have been in the kitchen. And before I could even say anything, Jameson said, oh, do we just play the rack over then? Like I'm like, who is this kid? Like,
right?
Who is this person? And I already made up my mind what I was going to do. I was just going to let the rack play because he did so well on that. And it's not like there was still a ball up here that he could have played with ball in hand. I don't think it would have changed the outcome that much. But I said, Dale, did you just see the run out and the kick he made? Let him keep the game. I want him to keep the game. It's going to be fine. Mm-hmm. And I know Dale appreciated that. And the problem is, if you notice now, once I fouled on the 13, that was basically the last time I really did much. Now here he makes every ball on the table, but then this cluster opens up.
Yes.
If I'm watching this, I don't know how much time is left, but I'm down 3 games now. I'm not to the panic point yet. I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to win a game here to get back on track, both for the match and for shooting. By the way, 443. Fargo.
Again. Yeah. Wow.
Now he got himself in trouble with this with the 13, but
he just ended up getting the bad end of it. But the 10 is available if he gets a very precise angle.
Yeah.
Which he could have.
I might have drawn into something.
Yep.
But now he's just going to play safe.
Yeah, and here's a I take 5 seconds to determine that I'm going to play safe, and
right.
Jeez.
But you can't tell from this camera at all, or from this angle at all. It's a little bit fisheye.
Yep.
I actually have the 5 here.
Okay.
Which
it was iffy in my opinion. So yeah, okay.
But I don't know where I was going.
Yeah, I would have thought you would have kind of jacked up and soft stunned that to try and keep something for the 1, maybe in the bottom right corner.
Unless I thought I could get like here, make the 1 and just crash into stuff. But yeah, I'm looking at this game like I can't afford to play a game like this.
Right. Yeah, you need to be. You can't afford to play a safety battle. You're down 3 games. You need to be,
and this is great.
Be winning or losing games.
In any other format than this is a great shot.
Yes. Yeah. Now, the fact that he plays that safe again in another 10 seconds, he should be burning clock there. He should be absolutely taking 20 seconds to play every single little safe shot like that when he's up here.
I think there's like 20 minutes left, though.
Yeah.
I think there's plenty of time for me to come back. What am I doing? Okay. I wanted to make that, but I didn't want to take the 10, but I wanted to make sure I got down here for something and that I didn't just get stuck behind there, but I don't really have a shot here.
And honestly, you don't want to move the 6 much because it serves as a breakout ball.
But I don't think I can hit the 1.
Yeah, but if you can't get to the 1, you're left with no other choice.
So I think I'm trying to play underneath here somewhere.
I don't mind it. That's not underneath there.
I don't think I tried to make the 6, although it's possible. It's possible I tried to make that and just missed.
Yeah, it could be.
But even though I left him the 15, which he's not going to take, like, how many guys do you know that wouldn't just shoot this 15 and then try to figure it out?
Right, yeah. Yeah, why not?
He tried to be really dirty on me and leave the 15, like, right here. That's a really hard shot to control. But the fact that he's thinking about it means...
Yes.
Like, I mean, you know, in the days when you and I learned how to play pool, the days before YouTube and everything, we learned stuff by screwing it up.
Yes.
Like, you learn there's a 3-rail shot because you miss a ball so badly it goes 3 rails around the table and in the opposite pocket. Or the 4-rail shot, you learn that. You learn bank angles because you miss them 4,000 times in a row. I told my friend Matt, who's been on this channel before, Matt R, that there's a guaranteed way, because he tends to hit balls and lock himself up on them instead of getting better position. And I told him, now here I did not try to make that ball. I tried to miss on purpose because I did not want to make that, and then because the one doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, I actually got closer to making it than I thought I would. And I'm fine with him taking the 15 and trying to get that out, but he's not gonna do that. He's too smart for that.
He's not taking the bait. Yeah, that's interesting.
But yeah, I told my buddy Matt, I'm like, there's a guaranteed way that you'll never do that again. He's like, what? I'm like, do it another 1,000,000 times first.
That was risky for him to try and go past the 8 ball there. That was a small window.
I think he tried the same thing I did, but I don't think he tried to make it. Maybe he did. But he put me in a spot here because I can't see the 6. So because it's slop, I'm playing a 2-way shot.
Yep.
4 here, exactly. 1 here, hitting it hard and missing both.
Yeah, and making the 13.
And basically selling out. I didn't know what else to do there. I probably should have played a little bit safer, but with this 10 ball hanging in the pocket, I didn't think I had much safer.
No, I think that was the shot to play in the situation. You just, needed to hit it better. Sorry.
Yeah, right, yeah. Sometimes you just got to go. I mean.
Yeah, I think it was the right time to go.
I knew with time running out that I couldn't afford to play. Like, if it was a non-timed match, I would have not done that. I would have played something.
Yeah, you can play ticky-tacky safes for a lot longer. Here on the clock, you gotta get to it a little bit, especially like you said, down 3 games now, about to be 4.
Yeah, he just needs to not leave himself behind the 4. Yeah, he played that really. Oh. For a second, I think I was like out of my chair. I kind of remember that. I'm like,
yeah,
a chance now.
That sure looked like it hung. Jeepers. Yep. And he guaranteed himself not to be behind the 4 by rolling forward versus trying to draw that back. So, yep. And now he's down the burning clock at the 8 ball, though.
And now is actually the perfect time to use the clock up because he's going to be 4 games up. And I was kind of going through that in my head during that run in the second set 2 where I miscued on that 1 ball. I was going through my head like, should I just take my max time on every shot? And then as I'm getting through, I'm like, well, isn't a win just as important as time? Like, and I'm thinking to myself, and this is what the weird pressure of the clock and the shot clock do to you and the stream. Mm-hmm. You're trying to figure out math in your head of what's worth more, 1 game or how many minutes? Like, how many minutes is the game worth, kind of thing.
Yep. And I think I've heard the commentators in Ultimate Pool comment that a break and run at the pro level is about 2 minutes or so is what they figure. So
unless you're
in your next match, if you want to use that in your math in your head, there you go, 2 minutes.
What was the name? Was it who was the 657? Sean? He just played the other night and he lost.
Oh, yes.
Sean Wilkes,
yeah, Sean Wilkes. Yep.
He ran a table in 53 seconds.
Yes.
On one of his matches. Yep. So here I'm taking a lot of time that I don't have because I don't know what to do because I don't have a shot. Like the 1 ball is about my only shot here. And I got lucky that I even drew past that 11.
And did you? Okay, that was going to be did you get behind it or you passed it? You can see the 7 or the 6.
Drew around it. I'm trying to make the 2 here and drop below the 4 or drop for the 4. And I hit the 10, missed the shot. And now I make this a mess. and this a mess. And all I'm thinking in my head is I can't afford this time. So now I'm kind of panicking now because.
Yeah, and if I'm Jameson,
he's like, I don't have to shoot fast.
Yep. Yeah, if I'm Jameson, I'm absolutely slowing down. I mean, no, don't slow down so much to get yourself out of rhythm, but certainly don't be fast about things. Make your shots. You just played safe there. That's
not a 443 Fargo.
No, I wasn't thinking that at all. I'm thinking take your time, and then the way he stroked that, you could see it was a little decelerating, but he also you see that he wasn't shooting it. It's like, okay,
it's almost like he honed in on the deceleration. Here, I'm just trying to hit the 3 or miss
everything.
But I made this worse.
Even worse.
I mean, I think the 13 probably goes, but he's not going to take it. Well, never mind. Maybe he is.
Yeah, right. And now he's gonna. Okay.
I mean, there's 18 minutes in the video left, which means there's some stuff at the end. So there's probably at least 15 minutes left, but it's still getting down to 4 minutes a game, ish. That I have to win all 4.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I play safe again here. Take the 13 to lock the table, and bump the 11 and leave you behind the 8 again.
Yeah. But then it's the question of, for every ball you make, you waste 30 seconds, or we'll say 25.
Mm-hmm.
So would you go for the run out? That's a big question. I don't have an answer for it yet because I haven't played enough.
I would think you want to leave, if you're Jameson, I would think you want to leave everything you can of yours on the table because that's more traffic that you have to get around. If he starts clearing, even if he's clearing just his stuff that's out in the open, it's still clearing paths for you to go around the table.
Right. But then again, the question, how much time is that worth? Right. Yeah.
Right.
So it's, and I don't have a good answer, but I mean, he's doing the right thing here. Well, maybe not there.
Right.
So unless if the 7 doesn't go.
If the 7 doesn't go, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if he's leaving you some kind of a kick or a Hail Mary every time, then I'm absolutely not shooting. But if the 7 goes,
I can't tell.
Okay.
I don't think it does.
I don't think so. Or you got half a pocket at best.
And then I made it worse.
Yeah.
I mean, this is even worse. I would have been. I mean, I can't just fire the cue ball into the pocket because that's a loss of game. But I would have been better off just trying to tap out one of the balls down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, if I'm him, I'm hitting the 15 and roll this just a little bit up the rail, so you're behind the 9 and the 10.
Yeah. Or even further. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. See, now there he didn't go far enough because I think he left you an angle where you can get it to 4.
I can't.
That was the only thing that he had to hide, really.
But I can't make the 4. I don't have enough to make the 4, so I'm trying to play it off the back of the 2.
Okay.
And I missed this pretty badly.
Okay. Yep. I thought you had enough to make it from there.
Yeah, I would have loved that angle.
that also gets you out in the open now, or more open, I guess. So it's going to force him to be a little more picky with his either run or hide here again.
Yeah, and the clock management here was weird because it seemed like he would get into his rhythm and just kind of go into his zone because he's not taking time on this at all.
No. And if he's listening, I guess, and plays more of this, that's where that was.
But then he did this, and now I'm like, oh, I have a shot here because he has to try to play something, and he has to get a rail. But now I think I would use all my time. He's trying to leave me behind the 3. Oh no,
and going between them seems like a really good recipe for a double hit. Right.
So I think he has to go off this 9 and go under here maybe, or under back behind the 15 would be even better. I don't think he can get there though.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
fine.
It's fine except for the fact that I mean, I'm stuck playing a safe here. Oh no, you know what? I'm banking. Oh, I know what I'm trying to do. trying to bank and draw around and knock the 3 out. I just didn't get there.
Yep.
But now I don't know what to do. Like, do I leave balls on the table on purpose? Or do I just go after stuff and hope I get lucky? So I might as well bank again since it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way he's playing this 15.
No, God, no. You aren't moving that ever. Not from there.
So he's going to play this, and if he misses or makes it, it doesn't really matter. I'd almost rather miss this if I were him. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Tried that same shot again with the same ball, the same 11 ball.
Yeah. And he got you on the 2, so.
Yep. I don't think I have enough angle to come over like this. I'm just kicking at the 3.
Yeah, 3. Yeah. I wasn't even sure if you had the potting angle for the 4.
I screwed this up.
Yep. And I don't mind your thought process there of, okay, I'm just going to open the 3 ball up at all costs.
Yeah.
Because you got to get out of playing this safety game in the name of time.
Right. I wish we had the time up to see what was left. Another thing I'd like to see him do, and this will happen as he gets older and more experienced, but I don't like. Oh boy.
Oh.
I don't like to see him drop down on the shot to line it up like that. He should be able to do that standing up and get a better view of it. But that's just, you got to see, you need more hours at the table, I think.
Yep.
Can I make this 2? Oh, I know. I remember what I did. This is what I can see enough of the 2 to do this.
Okay.
But now I don't have anything.
Yeah, now you're.
Except, what if I do?
Yeah, you cross rank in the 3.
These shots were all planned with low left to come out and knock the 4 out.
Good Lord. Adam. Well, and that's what you need. Sometimes you need that little bit of a roll, and you're doing what you're supposed to, taking advantage of it.
Right. And now there was like 8 to 9 minutes left, somewhere in there.
Okay.
But I'm down 3 games. So I'm telling, my wife is sitting next to me, and she's kind of my sounding board. I'm just kind of talking to myself. Now, of course, he makes every damn ball on the table, and it's all spread out and all wide open.
Yeah. A nice break there with head ball. Good solid contact. And a good spread.
I don't see like any, other than the couple things that I mentioned, like the sliding his hand up on the table, but his stroke is super straight. His aim is obviously dead on.
Yeah.
He's going to be a force in pool for sure. Oh. Yep. So you can't see me where I'm sitting, but I jumped out of my chair like I was ready to do, gymnastics.
Yeah. Yep. That was just a little bit quick is all that looked like. The takeaway was just a little quick there. So
I wish I would have taken just a little more time, because I think the stripes are the better out here because of this 4 ball.
Okay. Does the 8 go past the 13 now? You've moved it a tiny bit to 13 or no?
I think it does, but I'm not even thinking about that at the point. I'm thinking about making balls and getting out.
Yep.
So I'm in panic mode now, because I realized how, like, I'm at 3 minutes a game here. I have to go. So I'm not like running, because I don't do that, because I'd die.
Yes. You and me both. So
I think, I was talking about WPPS earlier, because I was going to say I posted something before this match saying if I suddenly drop dead between my now and my match Sunday, that it definitely has something to do with me practicing a 6-ball shootout. Now the problem here is the 4 doesn't go here. It could go on the side, but to try to get back for the 8 is impossible. So I'm trying to play this off the rail, off the 13, and I just barely snatch my chalk off the table, get all mad. I'm not mad. I'm just over dramatic sometimes.
Yeah, you didn't want to shoot the 8 from there anyways. You were kicking at the 8 ball, so yeah.
I thought shooting it down there was be my best way to get the cue ball this way, which I didn't even do. So yeah.
Yep.
But now I'm sitting there. I'm like, I needed that. I really needed that.
Yeah, he's got to just be burning clock here, safe.
I would have never done that. I didn't. I get why he did that, but at this point, I would make a ball. And
because he leaves you. Yeah, he leaves you a kick here, so he needed to be. I don't mind that he was doing that, but he needed to be more careful with where the cue ball went.
Yeah.
Because he still leaves you the rail first here.
Which I nail and just get dead straight in the 8 somehow.
Get dead straight in the 8 ball, right? There's our 625 in hiding.
Every once in a while I play like a 700, but there's sometimes I play like a 300 too. And then I break dry, which is the next thing I didn't need, and the rack is a mess.
And it's a mess. Ugh.
So thinking about it for my next match, talking out loud, I think if I get in a situation where like this, I need to take the chance on breaking head on, getting a better spread, taking a gamble on not making a ball, because I'm going to lose the match anyway, or the set anyway.
Well, you've been getting decent spreads with your second ball break. So I don't know as if I would tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm just not certain as to, maybe you didn't hit that one a little clunky because you were in a bit of a hurry.
And I was still had shooting the cue ball halfway across the room in my mind from the second set.
Yeah. Time clock management. So, just make sure you bear down on every break so you catch it clean. I don't with this table, at least, I think the second ball break with the 8 ball on the spot is the ticket. Yeah.
And it's easier. I don't know if you've ever practiced at all. It's much easily accessible because you can, it's closer up. So you get more of an angle on it. It's not as far back. Now here, I'm trying to do 3 or 4 things at once. I'm trying to play the 3 into the 1 and one of them go and also the cue ball to break this stuff out. And I'm also panicking because there's no time.
Yep.
So I play the 3 off the 1, which is probably the wrong angle. And now I screwed things up even more. You can see how I kind of threw my arms up there.
Oh, jeez.
So now I'm trying to play.
Going in the pocket, that went about as poorly as it could have. Yeah.
Right. I'm playing the carom off the 7 into the 15 into the 5, which you can do once the table is not open or once the suit has been declared, but you can't do that on the break.
Right.
But that didn't help me at all. And now I think he's down to the point where he knows he can just take time.
Yep.
But I don't think he can pocket anything. What is he
doing? I don't think you've left him anything else.
There's Steve over here running the clock. There's my wife. Hello. There's me. I don't know why we're at this camera angle. I think maybe Dale's talking about Steve thanking him for running the clock.
It could be. Or he was trying to look at you in preparation for the shootout, perhaps. Or
it could be.
Rejection or your acceptance of your fate.
That was good if I can get a shot, but...
Jeez.
Right. And now I'm like, well, what do I even do here? I'm not used to playing slop. Do I play the 1-3, 1-5, hope it goes in the side, hope the cue ball goes into the 4?
Yeah, but bombs away at something, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Jeez.
Can I make the 1? I don't think I can make the 1 here. I think that's what I was actually trying, a 1 into the 5. I don't know. I think I was just shoot the ball, idiot. Shoot the ball. Just do something.
Yep.
Because I said I have enough time. I remember saying to my wife, I have enough time. If he breaks dry, I get out, and then I break and run. I can tie it to tie the match, and then win or tie the set and win the match. Now here, if this was not a shot clock situation, I would be out 90% of the time.
Absolutely.
But because I'm just getting up, shooting as hard as I can, I don't have the 5. Like I would have rather played the cue ball into the 10 instead of drawing it, just stun it over. And that way I guarantee myself on the 5, and then I can figure out the 1. I'm trying to play the 5 off the 13 now. And it just, if it would have double kissed, I think it was almost going.
It was heading the right way. Yeah, you caught the dirty double kiss there.
Yeah. Now him, I don't know how much time is left. It can't be much. But I would take all my time on every one of these shots. I don't understand what he's doing. And maybe he realizes it's just over, so it's just play it like a normal game.
There you go. Yeah, you could be looking at it as like, okay, look, I'm still up 2 games here. We're good. But yeah, I wouldn't be in any rush.
because Steve was calling out 10 seconds. So even if you,
Right.
and you got, I mean, you have to know your cadence. Like I know my normal cadence is 11 to 12 seconds once I get down on the shot.
Right. Right.
If you know that, just figure out what you need to do.
Yep. Yeah, or be down on the shot, lined up, wait for him to call 10, and then do your pre-strokes, pull the trigger.
Yeah. A lot of the pros, there's some of those overseas matches that they don't have a time clock the same way. Instead, they have people yelling 10 and 5. And a lot of the pros, if they're down on the shot at 10, will wait until that 5 call. He gives me a shot here. I gotta make the 5 and get on the 1.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm planning on.
I think you got to shoot the 1 on the side.
Yep. And I'm a little off, which is still fine. I can just follow this. I may even put a little bit of left, which makes it missable, but just come up and back. I went way too far, but I'm still good.
Yeah.
It goes in both corners, as long as I'm not like here, which even that I could deal with. But at the last second, I chunked the 8 ball into the rail. And that is the match. I think Dale comes out at any second now. Yep, Dale comes out, match is over.
There you go. Yep.
So Jameson wins set 3, 3-1, and now we are tied at 1 set apiece. And in this format, this is very, very specific to this tournament. If it's tied throughout this, we go to a 6-ball shootout. Did I spell that right? Okay, good.
Yes.
So, hang on, stop. Oh, I didn't give myself enough time here. Rules on this, you have to, it's the fastest one to make all 6 balls wins.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the cue ball and the object ball are not moving, you can shoot. Other balls can be moving around the table. That's not a problem. But if you shoot a ball, if they shoot the cue ball that's moving or shoot an object ball that's moving, that's a foul. Any other fouls are fouls and a 5-second penalty. And then the fastest time wins the whole thing. So are you terrified? Because I sure was.
I would absolutely be petrified. Yep.
The key on this is soft braking, which I did really well. Now I have to wait for the cue ball to stop. The 6 ball is coming over. You may notice something with the 6 ball. I do have, I'll show you that later. This clock is not the official one, the one that I have down here. This is one that I just added to the video. Dale was holding the official one on his phone. But this looks to be okay here. I didn't get
I don't mind this. You got to slow roll this a lot, though. But
with a lot of left English to hold the angle. And now I can just push the 3 to the rail.
Yeah. Comes out a little bit. There you go.
And as soon as the ball drops, time. And I think, actually, it was pretty close because I think Dale said it was 38.94. Now,
there you go.
Watch the 6 ball. And I'll zoom in a little bit. Watch my finger holding down here. It hits my finger. So that's a 5-second penalty. Now, Jameson did notice that. I'll pause it again. We did have a discussion about it. And I said, honestly, I didn't feel anything through that time. So there's no way I felt the ball hitting my hand. And they went back and looked on video and they said, yep, it didn't. I'm like, I'm not arguing at all.
Not going to argue it. Yep.
I couldn't feel it. I couldn't, but if you say it happened, and I'm not going to object to it. I'm not even going to deny that it happened because maybe my brain will refresh and kind of remember that. But yeah, I was in such a panic mode that it didn't. But watch how he breaks here. He crushes it.
Oh.
Balls are flying everywhere, and now
he has not practiced this.
He has not practiced this.
Yep.
And he's taken his time. He's taken a whole bunch of warm-up strokes. Dale did offer to take the template out. I'm like, just leave it. And Jameson was like, yeah, just leave it. And he missed the ball. And by now, as soon as he broke, I told my wife, I'm like, I just won. Yep. But now he's still shooting, but here we go.
That's going to drop.
Now, what we did, Dale paused it. He was panicking. He's like, I got to go. And Dale's like, wait. I paused it. Going to give you a second to reset. And I said, you want the template out of the way? he's walking around trying to shoot. Dale's like, wait, let's get the template out of your way. And then he starts, but he's already over because of the 5-second penalty.
Right. Yep.
And then he misses in that. So that's it. That's the match.
Yep.
It seemed to me like I was rushing. Like I really, hit those those 6 balls really fast. Whoops, I don't want to do this.
In the moment, I'm sure you absolutely in panic mode. It seems like you're going so very fast, but then you watch it back here and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I really wasn't rushing that much. So
right.
Yep.
And then for him, I think he thought he was rushing crazy. Too.
Yeah.
But as soon as he hit that break that hard, you could tell, like you said, he hasn't practiced this.
Yep.
And he said he did a couple times, but I mean, I spent a couple hours on it throughout the week, and I knew I wasn't great. And you know what's sad? I shouldn't admit this. It is Monday the 25th. My match is Wednesday the 27th. I haven't practiced it since that match.
Yeah. Or if he practiced it without researching known strategy. Like you practiced it in a vacuum. You do it in your own house, and it probably doesn't really come to you if you haven't seen it or thought about it to soft break. Although you would have thought maybe when he saw you do it, it might have tickled something in his brain, but maybe not. It's the first time you see it, it's like, oh, well, that guy soft break. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah. It's it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So I'm advancing to round 2. There are 16 of us left.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't know. Mm-hmm. You know what? There are not 16 of us left because they've played a lot of the round 2 matches already. I went from playing, I think I was the very first match. Jameis and I were the very first match in round 1, and we're one of the final 3 or 4 matches in round 2. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I play a completely different opponent. He's a retired guy who apparently has had the same Fargo for 20 years. Doesn't play in too many tournaments, plays in league, plays probably way over his level, but at least I know that. But
he does. Yep.
I'm not really concerned
against him.
I'm more concerned when I get to the table what I can do, not what I'm doing against my opponent. And now I have the added factor of the clock in there. So
right. And I think Ultimate makes that a little more of a deal. While it handicaps and is favorable there, the time clock gets rid of the fact that you need to play your opponent more than you play the time clock. You play your match and you play the table. I think the time clock puts that back into a balance, and the handicap just gives a little bump for the lesser players that need it. So
right, yeah. I mean, essentially, I think one of the sets was I came back 3 games and it was like right at 29 minutes where that would have been where the match would have started. And then I'm playing even up a 6 whatever against a 440 whatever who plays like a 6 whatever. So I was looking at it as more of an even up match once I got those couple games. So that's kind of the idea. And I like the fact that he did that he added the 5 minutes. Now, Jameson's dad wasn't too happy about the added time because he said, well, if we didn't have the added time, Jameson would have won already in the first 2 sets or the first and third set. And Dale said, yeah, but the handicap worked. Like you guys went as absolute far as you could in the match. It was as tied a tied could be without just having all 3 sets be tied, which I thought we were going to have last week. I thought one of the matches last week was going to go tie. But it didn't. Yeah. But I think it works. Dale's doing another 10-ball tournament that I'm going to join too. And he's going to do it, but I think he's going to lower the handicap or lower the time added for handicap to like 3 minutes.
Okay.
And that'll make it really interesting. I know I saw JFed joined. He's a 718, 720, something like that. So finally someone can give me some games.
Yeah, right. Yep. And he's used to that. And I played in the Madison League, so played against JFed a number of times. So super great guy and a really good shot. So
I wonder if I have a table up here that we can. Okay. All right. Hang on. Setting up a shot here. So let's ignore all the balls on the table. My team played JFed at State in AA Masters.
Mm-hmm.
JFed, where's my thing here? JFed he left himself like this. And let's say he's on the last stripe, 8 balls over here.
Yep.
And there's solids intermingled all throughout the table. Anyone else would have cut this. And maybe this ball was just a hair closer here, but it was past the first diamond line.
Okay.
He cut it in the side at 100 miles an hour and went 3 rails around for perfect leave on the 8s in the side. And when I saw him do that, I was like, what? And then he did it again later on against somebody else. Let me get this stuff off the screen. That is a 720 Fargo, ladies and gentlemen. For those who know what we're talking about, they'll get a kick out of that. For those who don't, they probably won't believe me, but that's fine. I'm used to that. But anyway, we should probably wrap this up. Trevor, thank you very much for doing this, for joining, for doing the commentary. I had a blast. If you're up to doing more of these, I would be grateful if you could. That'd be
absolutely fun. My pleasure. I enjoy doing it. So had a good time, Adam, and I hope the viewers enjoy as well.
Yeah. So for you viewers, hit like, subscribe, share. Subscribe to Outer Points Productions. Link is in the description. My match will be Wednesday, August 27th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Central. And then, Trevor, let's plan on maybe doing commentary on one or more sets from that. I do want to get somebody from Arizona who I've mentioned before on this channel whose name might rhyme with Fru to help me. But he's running a weird job schedule. He's running 12-hour shifts. He's in the medical field, so he's doing I think he's in the ER actually, running 12-hour shifts and weekends and all sorts of crazy stuff. So his time is, I think he has a baby coming too. Congrats, Drew. If you are, if you aren't, I misheard what happened there. But yeah, so we'll do that later. And until then, everyone have a great time. And until the next video, we'll see you later. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.